I've mentioned before that I habitually sell plants online, and right now it feels like I have a million and one things to do with regards to that. And so that's what I'm going to be tackling today on this hot day that the Lord made. Hello, my name is Balasa. Welcome to Plants and Things, where I talk about plants and things. I've grouped the chores that I'm going to be doing today into clusters of plants, starting with these Peperomia hope propagations that need to be photographed and then obviously put online. So the reason why I have so many Peperomia hope propagations is because at some point, I think I mentioned this before, I decided to cut back my huge Peperomia hope, and these aren't even, I think, half of the propagations that I have in this home, and one also just broke off. So, I guess I'll have more plants. So I'm going to start with photographing these. I'll show you my setup and how I take pictures. Maybe I'm still experimenting with that, but I'll show you how I do that, and that'll be the first chore. Okay, so this is my plant studio where I take all of my pictures that I upload for selling. This is just a little side table situation that I got from my mom, and then I have my Lord of the Rings collection, and then this plant saucer that, yes, was a plate, but now I use this as a plant saucer, and this is where I take my pictures, and this is the bookshelf that sits behind me when I do my filming. So clearly I'm obsessed with the vibes this bookshelf gives. So yeah, this is where I take my pictures, and that's what I'm going to start doing now. Usually I number the plant, especially when I have multiples of the same plant, and then I like to take like a side picture if the plant is willing, and I like to take a top picture, and then sometimes I zoom in on different aspects of the plant so that people can get details about it, and that's basically it. And then I repeat the process multiple times. After I take all the pictures, I upload them, but I've decided I'm going to do all the plant uploadings together, and I'm going to do more like the handsy plant chores right now. And next up is I've decided to do I have a couple of rare syngoniums that I don't know whether rare is the right term at this point for these particular syngoniums, but you'll understand when I point them out. But I'm going to put them all together. I'm going to do like a syngonium bundle where you get like a free Plectronthus verticillata. Yikes, still a tongue twister. So anyway, in this syngonium bundle, I'm going to have Syngonium alba, which is similar to the one at the back. In fact, this one also started, it was smaller. It started with 3 cuttings. So this is bigger. So it's going to have this Syngonium, not this particular one. I'm going to have 3 bundles. So it'll vary. But anyway, I'm going to have a Syngonium alba, and I'm going to have a mottled Syngonium. So I don't have a mottled Syngonium behind me. Anyway, I'm going to have a mottled Syngonium. And then I'm going to have this Syngonium, whose name I still don't know, but is allegedly a rare Syngonium, and obviously more mature than these other ones because of how the leaves are right now. So I'm going to have this in part of the package, but this actually needs to be potted up first before I can take the pictures. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let me get my mat and stuff. So as I was saying, I'm gonna pot these, or I need to pot them up, and I'm gonna pot them up in these clear planters that I found in my cupboard. So already have my soil mix, which is a bit clumpy. It's not great. And wow, now I'm seeing that I don't have my little shovel. But you know what? We forge on because I'm finishing these chores today, honestly. Like, we've been at it, I'm finishing it. So this is the first one, and the roots are good. This is the side cutting, and it's kind of the reason I'm looking at it. It's kind of like wanting to see how this, how it's growing. And you know what? Anyway, I'm just gonna plant it. So yes, that is the first one. It is growing. I just was like, you know how you're just so curious with new plants growing and you really want to see, and it's like, just let the plant grow. Just let the plant grow and live. So also this clear planter situation is actually quite fun. So that's the first plant. This one's definitely the bigger one, and it has a lot of roots, and it looks a mess though, and I think it has 2 growth points coming out. That's the second one, and that's the top one that's already activated. So yeah, so this one is definitely a better deal. I honestly also need to put finding the name of this syngonium on my list of things to do, because a lady was moving away. She was moving to the UK and she was selling a bunch of plants, and I bought it because it looked pretty, and she said it's a rare syngonium, which, you know, whatevs, looked pretty, and that's why I got it. And this syngonium has honestly been through it in this home. I recently chopped it up completely because when it first arrived, I had so many gnats in this home. The gnat thing is gone now. I just want to say that it's gone now. But I had gnats, lots and lots of gnats, and the plant, the main big plant, when it was a much bigger plant, honestly had so many, like, you know when you water it and gnats just, yeah, it was that bad. And so I took the soil out and put it in leca, in like my favorite vase, and I put it up there, and I went on holiday, and when I came back, it was like splattered on the ground in my favorite vase. As I was saying, it was done for this plant, and as I was saying, it was done for this plant, and I decided to chop it up so I have a lot of propagations. And yeah, I'm selling some of them. I'm actually, on second thoughts, thinking I'm just gonna sell this guy on its own, because I don't want to sell things that don't have active like nodes that you can see. So yeah, this guy's gonna be sold, and then I'll do like a 2 syngonium bundle situation where you get the free Plectranthus verticillatus. I should mention that honestly I sell plants just so you know, like, I can reduce the plant population in this home because of the propagation. Like, I'm forced to propagate. It's not, I'm joking. I like propagating, and so I have to work really hard to like give away and sell plants, because otherwise this home will be overrun with plants. So now I'm gonna take the pictures of this, pictures of the bundles. I'm gonna take it together, and then also individual plants. And then I also have a couple of other syngoniums that I also want to sell, which I'll just like put with these. Yeah, so I have a couple of other syngoniums that I want to also sell. So I'm going to take the pictures with these, and so we will go back to the studio. This is the first batch of plants. I wanted to do like a picture with all 3 of them, but it honestly kind of looks a hot mess. This poor Plectranthus is kind of dry, so it's not its fault, and usually looks so beautiful. But yes, so I've decided I'm actually going to do individual pictures, and I'm going to number them from 1 to 3, I guess, like I did previously. And yeah, we'll do the same thing. We have this guy, and again, I'll do front. Yes, this does have a white leaf, which could be concerning or not, but sometimes it does have white leaves and then it goes back. But I guess it's had like 2 consecutive white leaves. Yeah, anyway, that is that. I should number this. So this is the case where I would do close-ups of each leaf. Yeah. here is the syngonium, the model syngonium. So with this one, I would do a side, and then top. Yeah, and then here also would do a close-up of each leaf. Look at how beautiful that leaf is. Yeah, that has less mottling. This is the second bundle, which looks honestly like a whole lot neater than the first one. And this guy definitely has like better variegation than the first guy. And yeah, so that's that, and we'll do like individual pictures. So again, I would do like a top, and then each plant separately. Oh, look at that new guy coming in. Okay, that I would not do. It's different. Tis I again. This honestly feels like the most chaotic video I've made in a very long time. I wonder what the editing situation is going to be like. So next up, for the third bundle, which is this guy and this guy, the third syngonium bundle, I first need to pot up these cuttings. Yes, I have 1,000,001 Plectranthus verticillatus cuttings because the plant is such a cute, it's like it grows really, really well. Anyway, that is beside the point. Before I can do that, I've decided to repot this particular Monstera adansonii, which is also going to go up for sale, into a smaller planter because this just looks too barren. So, and then I'm going to pot this guy into this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yes. Okay, this is such good soil. It's like, sometimes I'm so disappointed by the soil quality I have in this. And the roots are looking great. And yeah, so I'm going to pot it up into this tinier guy. And yes, I'm going to reuse the soil because it looks great. Yay for the mat. Honestly, yeah. Don't procrastinate things because then you have to do 1,000,001 things at one time. This still looks this still looks so, why is it like why is it growing so onto the side? So the hilarious part of this plant, it's not hilarious, but I used to try to grow them, like I used to grow them in my grow shelf, which is by the window and gets a lot of sun, and this plant was not growing. And then I like tried something new, as one should when one is like, you should be curious about your plants. So then I did, and then it started growing really, really well. But now it's like wanting to grow on one side. So I'm gonna kind of force, okay, I'm gonna force soil to the other side so that it grows more into the middle. And yes, this is much better. So I'm happy with that. And then this guy, yes, more soil has been reused. As I said, had like a whole thing with gnats, and thankfully that's gone. So I feel like my soil is 100% great, which might also be a lie. So yes, these are the cuttings, and this actually flowered for a long time, and I kind of don't want to cut it. So, because it kept flowering and flowering. So, but now I think it definitely is done, but I'm still being stubborn, not cutting it off. So yes, roots in this are grown. As I said, this plant is an incredibly easy grower. And this has more sun stressing. I mentioned in my first video where I spoke about my the plants that I'm loving. It's not my first video. It's my second video where I was speaking about the plants that I'm loving, and this is not obviously. This is definitely my favorite plant, and this one is more of a sun stressed variety because it has the purple. Wow, this is a cute little plant. It has the purple stems. I was like, what is the word for that? So yes. There's a lot again. There's a lot going on. I feel like I'm the type of person who's am I easily stressed out? I think am I easily stressed out? I think I'm not, or I think I seem like I'm not, but then I do get flustered, but then I'm like, no, you can't give in to your being flustered, and you actually have to not be flustered. And I think that's what's happening right now. It's like I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like, no, you cannot give in to that. Yeah, these are so fun. Just making sure that all of the stems are in soil, because when you plant multiple stems, sometimes others are not, or multiple vines, multiple stems, is it stems? Others are not inside, and then you're like, yay. Okay. I'm like inspecting it. I'm not, okay, I like it, but there's like, I'm not a fan of, this stem is a bit more whittled, so I'm going to take it out. Yeah, it's like droopier, so I'm going to take it out to go back and be rerouted. Yeah, and that's the plot. That's the plot. That's the plot. Yes, this one is also a bit whittled, but honestly, I'm leaving it in there. It's gonna like, so it does do, it's also quite dramatic, this plant, like a peace lily, where it was like, why aren't you giving me water? And then it does this, and then, yeah. So, there. So now I'm gonna go back to taking pictures again. Basically, this video is about me taking pictures, actually. So this is the final Syngonium bundle. This elbow is looking great, honestly, and so this mottle Syngonium, look at that pretty leaf, and this Plectranthus verticillatus shame. It's trying, you know what, and this bundle is looking good, and even the whittled little stems, I'm pretty sure, are gonna come up all right. At this point, I am feeling so tired, but I'm like plodding on, and I'm gonna finish this. So I do have a lot going on here. I have all the Syngoniums that I'm trying to sell, the other Syngoniums besides the little bundles that I just made. So first up is this like floopy loopy one that I really like, and it has like very stunning variegation, and I think I'll be sad to see it go, but I'm quite like overwhelmed with the amount of plants that I have right now that I definitely need to like put in more effort into selling. Yes, I am sweating. Oh my goodness, the other day it took me 2 hours to water all the plants, so I will be glad to see them rehomed, if only because I'm just tired of watering at this point. And then I'm selling this one that I potted up the other day, which was floopy and loopy, and I liked, and this random one that I've been trying to like trail up my propagation shelf, but like I'm saying, I'm looking to reduce the number of propagations in this home. And the other one is this one that I just repotted that's dripping everywhere. And yeah, so I'm gonna take pictures of that, and this video honestly feels like it's just me taking pictures and talking over the pictures, and so I honestly wonder how it's gonna come out. First up is this Syngonium, whose name I still don't know, and so one wonders like, what is my plan? So yes, I'm gonna take, probably I am gonna take like thingy pictures. So this afternoon has been a lot. It's been a lot. I feel like I say that about everything, but it has been a lot. So these are the last couple of plants before that need to still be photographed before I like do the actual uploading, and it's like this Adansonii, this Monstera Adansonii, which is also among the plants that I would be sad to see go, but again, the girl is overwhelmed. The girl is tired. The girl has a full-time job that she also has to upkeep. So this is another, it's in this it's in this cup that had a chip. These, I just separately want to say that Maxwell and Williams best like, what is it called? Ceramics? No, it's not ceramics. Crockery. Okay, I'll find the word and I'll put it in because my brain is like, you just had a full day of work. Take a break. Anyway, so this is the other, and this one is dinkier, but also still good. And then there's this one that I just down potted right now, which is looking good. It probably needs to be watered, and not probably, it does. So this is Monstera Adansonias, and then I have a, I feel like this is a Jade Perthos, but I think it came with the Marble Queen. So I'm just gonna say it's a reverted Marble Queen. So it's really it's grown quite large. Again, the white spots are like diatomaceous earth. Oh, there's that. And then there's this dinky, also in a cup. I'm obsessed with cups. This cup's from my grandmother's house. It's a dinky Marble Queen Pothos, and then a bigger Marble Queen Pothos growing in this face planter. This one, wow. It's really, there's a lot of neglect going on in this home. This plant clearly needs to be repotted. But anyway, this is a Marble Queen Pothos. Sorry. And then this is another Marble Queen Pothos, which is also doing well. And I forgot to take pictures of this mottled syngonium. This is actually the original pot where all my mottled syngoniums came from. So let's get to it. After all of that picture taking, which was a lot, I download the stuff into my laptop and then upload pictures, descriptions onto the 2 sites that I use, and I use Bid or Buy and Plant Collective, and that's a whole nother thing. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what task you're procrastinating, and I will attempt to motivate you to do it, because this was extremely helpful for me. I will see you next time. Bye.